Hello friends, Andrew here at SHOT 2022 with Justin from Geissele, and you got all sorts of new stuff this year, but conveniently, it's all packed onto this rifle right now, which makes it a lot easier for you and I to talk about it.
Absolutely.
So, tell me what we got.
All right, so what you'll see here is our new GFR. This is the Geissele fighting rifle. This came at as a request for us to build a platform to really utilize that 6mm ARC cartridge, and what you're going to get out of this rifle is the full potential of what the 6mm ARC can do. So you'll see here, this is actually our new buttstock on there. One of the cool features of this is that the actual lever, if you will, or as I refer to it, a trigger, will allow you to make the adjustments. The nice thing about it is that it's shrouded here, so you don't have to worry about any unintentional movement. Because if you're like me and face dive into the prone, you don't have to worry about hitting anything, getting it snagged up on kit. One of the other thing is our customers, they wanted QD end plates, so we included that. Our new A17 grip. So we had the A22, but people wanted a more streamlined pistol grip, so we made that. And then when you get into the actual firearm, one of the things that you'll notice probably right away is this riveted stainless steel cam race.
Yeah.
So what that does is that provides a steel-on-steel contact between the cam pin and the actual receiver. So what that does is it dramatically increases the lifespan of the upper.
Oh, okay.
One of the most important things is the actual barrel extension. So a lot of the extensions out there right now are still using M4 feed ramps and extensions with 6-arc barrels. This extension is made for 6-arc. Another cool feature is that the forward assist is now moved forward, which allows for more working space when you're using your charging handle. Other than that, you have our familiar Mark 16. We have our stainless steel QD cups. So if you're using something like a bull barrel, you don't have to worry about your connection points bottoming out on the barrel.
Oh, yeah.
And then other than that, we have our new Geissele flash hider. And if you look behind me on the Stratamatch, you'll actually see our new Suave muzzle brake.
That's pretty slick. I love the finish on that.
Yep, that'll be our nano coat finish. So if you're familiar with any of our products like our Reliability Enhanced Bull Carrier Group and our newer triggers like the SSAE, SSAEX, those are going to be nano coated, as well as the GFREs. Those will be nano coated as well.
That's pretty hot. What about this sling here?
So we debuted our slings back at SHOT 2019. Right now we moved to a polymer. This is material that's commonly found on the market now with other current slings. And what that allowed us to do is bring down that price point to make it more competitive.
Probably quite a bit.
Yep, absolutely.
So there's a lot of touches on here that I really enjoy. Like every single part here is radiused and smooth. I was looking at the QD end plate here, how again, radius, real smooth. That's one of the places on a rifle that you tend to, I tend to get scraped up on, moving around barriers and whatnot. It's always grinding against my wrist and the base of my thumb and all that. And that looks a lot more comfortable.
So a lot of our precision machining, even in our trigger guards, the 5-axis, it really has that kind of stealth fighter look. And I think that our
angles.
Yep, absolutely.
Almost jewels.
Yeah. Exactly, like the jewel of our eye. And the buttstock really complements that as well. So it's just a very streamlined rifle. And the best thing about this is that you get a large frame performing rifle in a small frame package.
Yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so we got another rifle here. What's going on with this one?
So,
obviously a different color. That's the only differences whatsoever, right?
Actually, there's a few. What we have here is the GFR Stratamatch. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but we now have our own range that we are hosting some PRS-style matches.
Cool.
We've been holding them about once a month, and I think this season's going to start back up in April. So this one really had that PRS style of shooting in mind. This one will have a bull barrel. These barrels are 416R cut rifle barrels. The muzzle device on this one, as we mentioned, is the Suave muzzle brake, and this one is going to come in 20 inches. The other GFRs that we have, which is going to be the GFR, that'll be 16, the GFR Maritime Recce, that'll be 18, and this long boy here, that'll cap it out at 20.
Awesome. So do me a favor and walk me through pricing and availability on the various different models. Obviously, there's a lot of room there, and I've been hearing from many manufacturers that they're not quite sure on when they can deliver some of these things that they're working on. Are these things available right now? And if not, when do you think you're going to be able to make them available?
So right now, from what I understand, I think we're looking at springtime, maybe mid-spring, late spring. But right now, that's what we're aiming for, along with the magazines that we specially designed for that cartridge for these rifles.
Nice.
So that's also just to increase, reliability, dependability, feeding. A lot of the things that have been plaguing the cartridge so far,
Yeah.
borrowing from other calibers.
Well, it needs its own magazine. It really
Absolutely,
does.
and it'll be marked as such too.
Yeah.
And then, so these we're looking for April, and pricing for the GFR and the Maritime Recce, that'll be $35, and the Stratamatch will be $3,700.
Outstanding. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for
Absolutely.
putting up with my nonsense. Thank you for providing these delicious Tide Pods. Thank you guys for watching. I love you.